Hey guys, what's up? Long time no see. Sorry about that. World War II Solitaire Board Game channel. Uh, Back here for a long ado channel update. So yeah, there is a reason to why it's been a little bit quiet on my channel. Um, I got a new work assignment, 1,200 kilometers away from home. So that's roughly, I don't know, maybe like a 15-16 hour drive. And it's always the thing when I get my work assignments, they can be like 30 minutes from home, they can be 20 hours from home. And I always have this problem, because I have Joseph and Eve, my two dogs. And it's always that problem of actually finding a place that I can rent with the dogs in mind. So I really made a big investment and I bought myself this. So it's an RV where I can live with my dogs as I travel to work. Um, and it's been working great. I'm now on my work assignment, quite far from home, with my dog, and yeah, everything is going great. Let's take a look out in here how it looks. But anyway, of course, there's been quite a lot of work getting everything customized to my needs, and yeah, I mean all of it, and then my regular job, which is many hours. So the time I had in May, which I was assuming to have May off, and I was hoping to really focus on my YouTube channel, but I mean I can't focus on my board game channel when I have like uh, you know real life issues that needs to be dealt with. So everything is good. I'm still here, but I just had to focus on grown-up stuff. So anyway, we're in the car now, and here we have the driver in the passenger seat. And they can be turned around so you can use them as regular chairs. So this is usually where I am sitting when I'm playing a PC game on my laptop, or if I'm playing a board game, which I'm actually currently am. And yeah, then we have the driver's compartment where we have AC, we have radio, USB, we have GPS, and everything we need. A lot of storage space as well. And then here in the kind of kitchen living room area, like I said, we have that chair, and then we have a couch there. Under that, I have bought a really powerful lithium battery, which is 230 amp. So I can, with inverters, I can use a laptop for, the power doesn't run out, basically, because I also have solar panels up on the roof. So the general idea here is that I will play a game, and hopefully I will learn how to record in this kind of confined space, and then on that PC I can hopefully edit my videos. So anyway, currently I am playing Islands of the Damned. I am guessing that it's going to be perhaps reversed image now, since I'm using this camera. Here it is anyway, Islands of the Damned. It's a really interesting game where you get the job of the first U.S. Marine Division. You're going to be playing the battalions of 1st and 5th and 7th Regiment, and you later get support from the 81st Army Division. I think it's the 81st, and it's going to be the 331st and 332nd Regiments. And you have some divisional support, which is going to be artillery, pioneer, and armor companies. And you also have some intensity markers, which you can get corsair support, and you can get a lot of cool stuff, and you're gonna need it because there's 30 Japanese counters. You need to eliminate them all, and they are dug in deep and hard. They prepared their defenses for months. I think they thought they were gonna take Peleliu on 4 days, and I can't remember exactly how long it took, but it took weeks, and it was, I think, one of the most brutal fights for the first U.S. Marine Division. Anyway, I have featured this game on my channel before, but they've updated this game since with a lot of new rules. So I think it's even better now. So I'm hoping this is going to be one of those games that I'm going to get to share with you. And then up here, there's a lot of storage compartments. I have a lot of the games that I thought would be good to play in the RV, because you know there's a you can't play a big monster game. So we have Bomb Run, then we have Bomb Run Overload Box with the expansion and standalone game. We have Silent Victory, which is really pushing it, but I gotta have one Gregory Smith game because I can't live without that. And then we have D-Day Dice down here, and Airborne in Your Pocket, and Maquis. So those are my, anyway, what I'm planning and hoping that I'll have time and possibility to play with you guys. Up here I installed, actually I made, you know, me and my friend made this, mainly my friend. It's on Max Fan, Deluxe fan, which can be used during rain and even when you're driving to, you know, take out all of the warm air, so you can be in here even on really sunny days, and it works really good. Up here I have my panels. I can see my energy from my battery, start battery, and my, you know, living quarters battery. And my water tank, a 100-liter water tank. And here I have the panel for the heater, so I can heat both water and I can heat, you know, the car. I have a TV with HD, and I get a few local channels with this, Swedish channels of course. Works kind of good, you know. It's nice to sit here and eat breakfast. You can watch TV, watch the news. And let's see what else I have. Yeah, here I got more storage compartments, and here I have the pantry, and here we have the kitchen. So, you know, I can do my dishes here, stuff like that, and then I have, so I can cook something, and more storage compartments, you know, also here. And then on this side here we have our fridge, which is both gas and electricity operated. So, you know, here we have mostly beer, but also some food. And I got my little Wi-Fi, 12-volt Wi-Fi, so I can get, you know, broadband internet. And over here we have the can, so I'm not even gonna open that because it's so cramped, so there's not really much to see in there. And if you're wondering about these stairs, they're actually for Joseph, because he's getting a little bit old, so he's not having a very easy time getting up to the bed because it's quite far up. So he's having a good time here, and I have also this for him to sleep on if it gets too warm as a cooling pad. So then more storage compartments here where I can store my clothes and stuff, and more on this side. And then we have you know, top window, and we have windows back there too, but I've, you know, installed a curtain to get some privacy. Yeah, and Joseph is actually really enjoying it because, you know, whenever I have more than a few days off, we normally go to some national park and you know, explore and hike for the day. So he's really enjoying this vagabond life. And anyway, yeah, so this is obviously the bed, and under the bed, so yeah, there's not too much to see, but yeah, that's the bed. And if I remove those stairs, under the bed I have a really large storage compartment where I have a fold-up bike and barbecue, stuff like that. Okay, getting a little bit winded here. Yeah, my health is you know, still good, but I am yeah, I had well, it wasn't perfect the last weeks, let's just say that. I'm not sure if it's like some allergic thing or something, because, you know, I'm feeling like my nose is running, and that I have not quite as easy to breathe as I did as I did a few weeks back, you know, with the new cystic fibrosis treatment that I'm getting. Hop up, hop up, hop up, Joseph. Yeah, he's still getting used to jumping up. Hop up. It's a little bit cramped, but yeah, usually, you know, I'm here playing, and he's right next to me in the passenger seat. Yeah, you're a good boy, aren't you? Anyway, guys, so that's what's up. So currently, I'm on this job assignment at the hospital in the city of Örnsköldsvik. And I'm gonna be here actually until the 5th of November, so that's quite a few months. But it's a good job, and this, I work as a traveling nurse, and the government is kind of coming down on it because on that profession, because the thing is, in Sweden you can work as a regular nurse and there are jobs everywhere, but the salary is incredibly bad, which is weird because then, if you're a nurse, you have been to school, to university for everything from 3 to 5 years. You have at least a bachelor degree, and you might even have a master degree if you have studied on. And the salary, I was recently offered from a hospital, like a direct position, so not working as a travel nurse, and I was offered like $2,500 a month. And that's not very far from what a person who works at like McDonald's or something makes. So it's kind of like it's humiliatingly low, the nurse salaries. So when you work as travel nurse, you will usually make a little bit more than double that, like perhaps $5,000-6,000 a month instead of 2,500. So that's, for me anyway, that's the only option, because I'm never gonna take a job like that with the I worked as a few things before I became a nurse, and I mean, I gotta say, the nurse job is really stressful. Usually when you come, you're constantly doing something and everyone wants something from you. The patients are calling, the nursing assistants wants help with something or wants to tell you something, the doctors want to have round, the pharmacist wants something, the physiotherapist wants something, the patient's family is calling and want to ask something, and everything ends up on you. And you're constantly struggling with just doing what you're supposed to do, dealing the meds, and giving the IVs and all of that. And then on top of that, you have all of this stuff. So it's really, really stressful, and it's really, a lot of responsibility as well. And then to earn that amount of money with that kind of job, that's not going to work with me in a way. So yeah, we'll see how this ends up. They also started in the place where I live in all South Sweden. The next plan from the government is to ban all traveling nurses. So that means I'm never going to be able to work from distance from home, and I'm going to have to be out in this kind of traveling job for a long time. But anyway, that's the future. We'll see what happens, and I trust God's plan, and yeah, I'm talking to someone else than you. I trust God's plan for me, and I'm grateful for everything I have, and the only thing I want to do is pretty much work and make a good living. So I'm happy as long as I have this opportunity to work like this. But yeah, it is a struggle with the YouTube channel, which is one of my greatest passions. But I gotta prioritize work, of course, because I gotta pay bills. But we'll see how this works. I have some experience in recording in cramped places, because when I started the channel, I was living in a studio, student apartment, which was basically not very much larger than this RV. And I made that work. You just gotta find your solutions and your kind of equipment that works. So I have bought some new equipment that I'm hoping is gonna make it easier to record in here. And I'm always talking about my friend, this guy who's playing a lot of the hunters in his truck. So he's driving around his state, I think sometimes out of state in the US, and he plays and records in his truck, and I think that's awesome. I think if you can record in a tiny truck, definitely you can do it in an RV. But I can't promise anything about when it's gonna be, because I'm working like next week I got 6 days of work and 1 day off, and so it's not like I have all the time in the world. um, and yeah, my nose is running again, pardon me. But anyway, when I have time, and if I'm not doing something else, because I like to, again, when I get my time off, I like to I like to go to some park or something, because Joseph spends, I work night shift, so Joseph mainly spends his day in here. When I'm away working, he's up in the bed sleeping, so he's not really having a hard time. But then, when I get back home, I'm sleeping for quite a few hours, and yeah, we go out for a walk like 1 to 2 hours every day. But he spends 22 hours then in this RV, all day. And I think that's he's a dog and he needs to move around. So when I have longer times off, I like to get out in the wild and just go hiking for the whole day to get all of that out of his system, for his sake as well, and for my sake, because I love it, to be honest. But yeah, whenever I have time and opportunity, I will try to get this to work, because I want to keep the channel relevant. And yeah, I mean, hopefully in the future it will work out so that I can have a job closer to home, so I don't have to be in RV. But even if that doesn't happen, of course, I'm gonna have time off, and I usually have like 4 to 6 weeks off when it happens, and it happens 1 or 2 times every year. So then I'll most likely have some time to record at home, which is gonna be feeling very luxurious for me to have all of that space and all of that nice stereo equipment, which I have, because I have the studio lights, I have very nice tripods and all of that. Anyway, yeah, and I also finally I got the new, I don't know if you noticed with the video quality or something, but I did get myself Google Pixel Pro 10 or whatever it's called. Uh, it's one of the newest Google phones, and it was supposed to be like the best camera there is. So because I really felt like the old phone, it was okay, but you couldn't really see the counters and stuff in really great detail. So I was a little bit bothered by that. So yeah, finally got the phone, but then I don't have enough time and energy to actually make videos. But it's the time is gonna come. The time is gonna come. So don't worry about that. And I'll keep updating as usual my World War II solitaire board game list on Board Game Geek. And I mean, for those of you, I have many of you on my social media. Just I update a lot on my Instagram. I can say I'll post my Instagram page in the video description, so you can see kind of what's going on, so you don't have to worry that something happened or something like that. Because I did get a few messages like, "Hey, dude, how you doing? Are you alive?" Yes, I am. Anyway, guys, coming up on 20 minutes mark, so creds to you if you actually had the energy to listen to all my babbling. But well, if you did, I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope you stick with the channel, and thank you so much for all of you guys' support. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you soon in the future doing a cool video of some games. And while I'm here, I'm getting all of these Kickstarters delivered back home. So yeah, when I get home, it's gonna be a lot of unboxings, and hopefully I'll also have time to play all of those new games. Anyway, guys, gonna cut it here. So again, thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Stay safe. God bless you all.